go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down, we reppin' that dog pound. Fans going crazy, dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game, this is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense, special team, running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Good afternoon, everybody, east, west, north, south, worldwide, and welcome to the All About Sports 216 Cleveland Browns pregame show on this soggy Sunday afternoon, October 19th, 2025, as the Cleveland Browns today take on the Miami Dolphins. As you see here, both teams are 1-5, and both are in the dumps, both dumpster fires. Far as for this season is to go as the state. Both teams are not having the successfulest of seasons this of yet. And on this rainy, soggy day, we want to see who can take advantage of the conditions. We want to see who can take advantage of the conditions. But I got some things to say and show for everybody. First off, the chat lines are open. Feel free to hit me up if you got anything to say about the upcoming game today. The chat lines are open. I'm not going to keep y'all too long today. Not at all. Not at all. Soggy day. I feel like I just got up out the bed and everything because I slept pretty good last night. Slept really good last night. Far as we're gonna go to this game today, far as the Browns versus the Miami Dolphins, both teams are 1-5. Both teams, coaches, seats are getting hot. Mike McDaniel's seat in Miami is getting hot, and so is Cleveland's coach Kevin Stefanski's seat is getting hot. I'm gonna go to some quick keys to the game, but first, let me give you a word from my sponsor. Anointed Angel Apparel, where faith, family, and fashion come together. From stylish t-shirts to cozy sweatshirts to dazzling bling rhinestone shirts that shine with purpose, we design every piece with God at the center. But we don't stop there. Discover personalized tumblers, beautiful photo slates, custom engraving, and even UV 3D textured home decor items that make your house a home. In every design, Anointed Angel Apparel carries a message of hope, faith, and love. Because we're more than a brand, we're a family business devoted to lifting up the name of Jesus. Shop with us today and wear your faith boldly. Anointed Angel Apparel, where your testimony becomes your style. Email anointedangelapparel.com for a custom consultation. I'm back today on this soggy Sunday, where the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins meet. This week, there's been a lot going on. A lot going on. far as with the comments Myles Garrett said and everything, the comments Grant Delpit said, Joe Flacco balling out against Pittsburgh, which was a good sight to see, and it showed you a few things and everything. But far as the Myles Garrett stuff and everything, I don't even bring half this stuff up because to me, dude doing his thing on the field. He busting his butt on the field. And I mean, hey, he got a right to feel the way that he feels when your defense goes all out, balls out, and the offense ain't pulling their weight. Ain't pulling their weight at all. So he has a right to feel that way. As far as with Myles Garrett and everything, I don't. And thing is, it's like the media here in Cleveland, for the most part, like I said before, with the Shedeur Sanders thing and stuff, and I'm gonna bring this up again. The problem with the Cleveland Browns is everything else matters except what's going on the field. That's the problem with the Cleveland Browns. Everything else matters, all the outside bullshit and all that. Far as what Myles Garrett said, far as what Grant Delpit said. Besides the product on the field, which sucks, Jimmy Haslam. The product sucks, Andrew Berry. The product sucks, DePodesta. The product sucks, Kevin Stefanski. The product sucks. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the stadium looked like what is in back of me right now. A whole bunch of orange seats. Because the product sucks. But yet, the media will cover a Shedeur moment. The media would cover the Myles Garrett moment. But they won't go and say, well, this team is 4-21 in their past 25 games since the Browns beat the Jets on that Thursday night where Joe Flacco lit their asses up. Since then, this team has gone 4-21. 4-21. 4-21. And I mean, Myles Garrett got a right to feel that way. Even though a lot of people say, well, it's hard to feel sorry for him because he did sign for the money after he requested to be traded. But he has a right to feel the way he has. What's up with you? What's going on, Rayshawn? What's up, my man? Rayshawn9449. What's happening with you, my partner? Holler at me. But, like I said, Myles Garrett has a right to feel that way, especially when you busting it on the field. Especially when you're busting it on the field and making plays on the field and stuff and whatnot. He has a right to feel that way. Sad, Grant Delpit said, hey, he done got used to losing in a sense. And that's sad because the Cleveland Browns right now have a losing culture. Losing culture. I always say, and I always hunk down, I say the difference between the Cleveland Browns and the Cleveland Guardians is cultures. The Guardians this year, to be honest, didn't have a good team. For real. Didn't have a good team. If you go guy for guy, talent for talent, Browns probably got way more talent than the Guardians. Because really, if you look at the Guardians, all you had was Jose Ramirez, Stevie Kwan, Kyle Manzardo, and the pitching. And think about guys that the Guardians got rid of. Josh Naylor, Andres Jimenez, who right now we're watching ball out against each other right now in the ALCS to see who goes to the World Series. Ernie Clement. I mean, it's culture. But the difference is the Guardians' culture is conducive to winning, and the Browns' culture is conducive to losing. He's the problem with the Browns, in my opinion. Everyone can be fired except GM Andrew Berry because of these rookies he's drafted. Understand he has to go too as a package deal. Hey, I was going to get to that. I was definitely going to get to that because Joe Flacco on Thursday night lit the Steelers up. And I always said before Browns traded Joe Flacco, when Joe Flacco was starting, if I want to see Joe Flacco, I can't see the check down guy checking it down, throwing 5-yard passes. I got to see the dude that's going to throw it down the field and test them defensive backs and everything. Now, I understand that Cincinnati has a lot better receivers than the Browns do because our receiver position right now is a joke. It is a total joke. Total joke. And it's so bad to honestly, I'm going to say it like this. Quarterback ain't really right now your problem. Of course, you want to get good quarterback play, but how is the quarterback going to get good play if you don't have the receivers that can catch the ball? How is the quarterback going to get good play when your offensive line, besides the core, your 2 guards and the tackle, 2 guards in the center, which have all seen probably their better days. Tackles are awful. Matter of fact, Dylan Gabriel better watch his back. Cornelius Lucas is starting today more than likely because Conklin, I don't think he's playing. And DeJuan Jones, he's out for the year. But far as with the Browns, this product is garbage. It is garbage. It is garbage. Far as the media goes, especially from the Browns organization, been giving us fans and media, fans mixed signals, the truth about how the players, especially the rookies, goes. Yeah. Definitely. And I'm going to say this. I think Jimmy should clean house. He should clean house. He should fire D. Podesta. He should fire Barry. And he should fire Stefanski. D. Podesta, since he's been here, it's been a shit show since he's been here. Even though nobody really knows what this guy does. All we know is he's the chief strategist officer. But nobody knows really what he does, actually. Barry and Stefanski have to go because Barry gets the talent, and besides this year's rookie class, he's been lacking in other areas. Last couple of drafts, you draft a tackle that's no longer in the league in the first round, Jedrick Wills. You draft a guard that can't even suit up on Sundays, Zach Zenner in the 4th, 3rd round. You done drafted 2 receivers in the 3rd round that's no longer in the league, and David Bell, who couldn't get open, and Schwartz, who could get open, but couldn't catch a venereal disease, even if he went raw 3 times. But like I said, Barry's drafts before this year, and think about it, Barry and Stefanski came to a loaded team. You had a prime Nick Chubb. You had a prime Baker Mayfield, young Baker Mayfield at the time. You had a prime young Myles Garrett. The offensive line was young. And now, look at this team now. It's bad. Real bad. You ain't got no linemen signed for next year. Only lineman you got probably coming back is DeJuan Jones, and he can't really be relied upon because of his health and ongoing injury issues and stuff like that. So you don't have no linemen. You got two rookie quarterbacks that you haven't put the verdict out on yet, because we don't know what really neither one of them can do because it's under hostile circumstance. Because to be honest, we can't really get a good judgment on Dylan Gabriel. For real, for real. Probably won't even be able to get a good judgment on Shedeur Sanders. To be honest. To be honest. And plus, Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry were joined at the hip. I thought the roster construction was a collaborative effort between both of them. So, the Browns have to reshuffle. And I think whoever Jimmy decides to hire in the future, it's got to be football guys. Enough with this analytics crap. Don't get me wrong, analytics is good in some ways, but when you make it strictly the way, it's not working. The Browns need new blood on the O-line, maybe a couple of receivers, but I don't know because we have the talent on those young receivers like Bond and others really haven't given much chances. Put you in. I'm going to tell you something. Shedeur time is coming sooner than later. And I'm going to tell you when it's probably going to come. It's coming sooner than later. Very sooner than later. I'm going to say, honestly, if the Browns lose out today and the offense stinks, and if the Browns lose out against New England next week and the offense stinks, and since it's a bye week, it might be a whole new change for real, because what you looking at in back of me, the orange empty seats, Jimmy knows the team will be checked out. And to have a team that's checked out in October, early November, and you still got November, December, and January to go in this season, team that's checked out, he's going to tap down and be like, Coach Kev, you're going to have to start playing Shedeur. I done seen enough of Dylan. Dylan didn't have 4 games. You're going to have to play Shedeur. I'm just saying, if the Browns lose out and the offense still looks shitty, and if Kevin balks on that, if Stefanski balks on that, he will probably be replaced. And it'll probably be Schwartz as the interim, and, Tommy Reese. You'll get to see what he can do as an offensive coordinator and stuff like that. Because the Browns average 13 points a game. In the NFL, where the NFL is a cheat code for 21. Cheat code is 21. You can at least get 21 in the NFL. With all the rules that's geared to the offense, the Browns average 13 points a game, and Stefanski's supposed to be this offensive guru. Like I said, Barry hasn't done a good job of drafting. This year, he'll get a pass this year, but I don't think it's enough to save him, to be honest. Especially if this team goes like 3-14, 2-15 again. I don't think it's enough to save him. Stefanski is supposed to be an offensive guy, supposed to be a quarterback guru, but what quarterback has he developed under his tutelage? And it makes you also think about it. He had Baker, young Baker. Now Baker brought a couple things on himself too. There's a little bit of joint collaborative effort, but if the coach is supposed to be the big brother, and you know that the kid is hurt, why keep trudging him out there? And when you was paying a backup almost $1 million back then, in Case Keenum, why trudge Baker back out there and you know he's hurt? Swear, this organization. Then, let's see, you get the Deshaun Watson trade, the trade that wrecked the Browns. 3 number ones, multiple other draft picks, decimated the Browns. But looking at Stefanski, who is to say that maybe it wasn't Deshaun? Think about it. Look at Joe Flacco this year. First 4 games. Check down Joe. Go to Cincinnati. Joe throws for 350 yards against Pittsburgh. Against a team that the Cleveland Browns cannot beat. They haven't beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh since 2003. In Pittsburgh. And Joe Flacco balls out against them, where everybody's seen this on Thursday night. Everybody's seen it on Thursday night. Everybody's seen it. The Browns offense can't score more than 17 points. Can't win in this new league era like that. Defensively, they can only control what they control, and that's true. And that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Browns, like I said. But like I said, I got a million reasons why Stefanski can go and a million reasons why Barry can go. And like I said, if all these guys go, do we really trust that Jimmy's going to make the right decision? To be honest, do we really trust that Jimmy Haslam is going to make the right decision? To be honest. I would say this time pivot from the analytics, hire some football guys. Hire some football guys. Because this, right now, this product sucks. And where you see the seats are orange, should be a regular occasion. Because, the people I feel sorry for the most and have my empathy are the fans that go out here to tailgate every Sunday, that spend money on the merchandise, spend money season tickets. I feel sorry for the fans that have to endure this crappy product. And Jimmy, to be honest, Jimmy Haslam, if your mind is on the dome in 2029, that's cool. But hire some football guys that know what the fuck that they're doing, so they can make key decisions and get this team competitive, get this team relevant instead of being the laughing stock clown show that this team is presently at. Jimmy, if you want to be in charge of the dome and all that, do that. Do that. But hire some football guys that know what the hell that they are doing. Please. Because this is just clown's work right here. Clown's work. But I'm going to go to some things here real quick. I'm going to show you the keys to the game. Cleveland Browns keys to the game today. Which should we go? We're going to go with the defense first. Because, hey, the defense been balling out for the most part and everything. Here we go. Defense. Try to stop the running game. You got to stop Devin A-Chain. Got to control him. Down the distance. It's going to be rainy today and everything. 2, pressure Tua Tagovailoa. Do not let this dude get comfortable. True enough, there's no Tyreek Hill, but do not let Tua get comfortable and make plays when he has to here in the rain. This should be a defensive type ball game today. Communication in the defensive backfield is crucial, especially now since Newsom is no longer here and everything. And the Browns did acquire new personnel last week. Communication in the defensive backfield is crucial. No mental lapses, defense. No mental lapses. Keep applying the pressure. And today, since the weather is not ideal, rainy, about 70 degrees, force some turnovers. Get some more turnovers. You've been doing it. Well, you didn't force no turnovers against Pittsburgh. It was kind of like a dead ball game. Y'all was just there, participate or whatever. But force some turnovers. Give it a short field for Dylan Gabriel and the fighting Cleveland Browns. Now, Defense, we're going to go to the offensive side of the ball. And I changed up things on the offense. Took Jerry Judy off my thing. Because, right now he can't catch a cold right now. Offensive keys to the game. Establish the running game. This should be a heavy Quinshon Judkins game. He should have anywhere from 25 to 30 carries today. 25 to 30 carries. More vertical passing with the weather, with the elements. I can't really say with the elements. What's up, Mikey? What's up, Mike? You asking too much from this junior high team. Mike, we can only hope that they get it together. We can only hope that they get it together. More vertical downfield pass. I'm not going to really ask for too much of that today due to the weather conditions and it's 40 to 50 mile per hour winds forecasted today for today's game. But this should be a heavy Quinshon Judkins run day today. Judkins, Sampson, have Sampson run on the perimeter. Don't run him up through the tackles and stuff like that if you're going to run Dylan Sampson. But this should be a heavy Quinshon Judkins day today. Try to cut down the mental mistakes, my bad. No pre-snap penalties, please, especially. Cornelius Lucas, make this your best game ever run blocking. Please. And Kevin, don't make it difficult. This game is the run game day today. What you say, Mike? Your money is on Miami? Hey, I will. We're going to see which team really wants this game, for real. We're going to see which team really wants this game. And then offense, no turnovers, no damn turnovers, even though since Dylan Gabriel's been in, the Browns haven't turned the ball over. But damn, last week against Pittsburgh, it could have been 4 or 5. But no damn turnovers. And the receivers, when the opportunity is there, and truthfully, honestly, if I wouldn't throw to none of y'all. For real. I just throw to the tight end. I just throw to Fannin. Matter of fact, I got Fannin starting on my fantasy team. The receivers need to catch the damn ball. They need to catch the damn ball. That's real and that's serious. The receivers need to catch the damn ball. And that's the offensive keys to the game. The keys to the game, period, and everything, whatnot. If the Browns play defense, and run Quinshon Judkins at a healthy amount, I honestly think the Browns can come up on top today because today is a winnable game. Honestly, it's a winnable game. Think about this. To be honest, if you look at the Browns' record 1-5, it really should be like 3-3. You should have won the Cincinnati game. You should have won the Minnesota game. But the offense has to do their part. Run the ball, Stefanski. Don't try to make it interesting by passing and all that. Run the damn ball. Quinshon Judkins, yeah, it's the truth, Mike. Run the ball. This should be a Quinshon Judkins should have about 30, 31 carries today. He should. It should be a run the ball game today. Rain, 40 mile per hour winds, run the ball. If the Browns play complimentary football, they should win this game. If they've been doing as special teams have a gaff or two today, offense get to turning the ball over, then, I don't think so. It won't be a win today and stuff. But if the Browns play complimentary football, they should get this win. They should. Now, let's go to something else. let's go to something else here. Let's go to something else real quick. I wanted to go to. We're gonna go to the quick picks. Cause I said I wasn't gonna be long today and everything. And as you see on my quick picks board, I'm sucking. Last week I went 3-3. Overall 17, 20, and 1. Maybe I need to just avoid the Thursday night game altogether. Cause I think I done lost like the last 4 or 5. 17, 20 overall. I gotta improve upon that because right now I'm sucking. I am sucking. Sucking. Period. No excuse. I am sucking. I'm terrible. I'm very terrible. I would like what you're thinking. Mike, I'm sucking on the quick picks. But since it is a part of the show, we're going to go ahead and pick some of these games today. This afternoon, you got Washington going to visit their good old rival in the NFC East, the Dallas Cowboys. Washington is 3-2 or 3-3, something like that. 3-3. 3-3 after they lost to the Chicago Bears on Monday night. Dallas is 2-3-1. They lost to Carolina last week. Dallas defense is terrible. Terrible. But I'm going to say it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a high-scoring game. But I'm going to be honest, with Dak Prescott, as long as he's healthy, Dallas potentially could be a 10-win team. But I would say it's going to be a shootout, and I'm going to go with the home team this time. I'm going to go with Dallas to narrowly pull it out. The last possession wins this game. If Dallas has the ball last, Washington has the ball last. But the last possession wins this game, and I'm going to go with Dallas today. Next game up on the board. Houston on Monday night travels to Seattle to face the Seattle Seahawks. Houston is 2-3. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2-3, 2-4, something like that. Seattle is 4-2. That Seattle defense ain't no joke. And Sam Darnold doesn't show what it's like when you have competent coaching. Once he got the hell out of the 2 dumpster fires, the New York Jets, Carolina Panthers, went to San Francisco for a minute, then went to Minnesota, balled out at Minnesota last year, and he's balling out this year. I got Seattle winning this game. Seattle defense is tough. And Houston, they just can't get right on offense. I don't know why, what the reason is. But I got Seattle winning this game. Then we're going to go to another Monday night showdown. Tampa Bay and the Flying Baker Mayfield to Detroit to the 3-1-3 as they take on the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions took it in the kisser against Mike got Seattle too. Yep, Detroit Lions took it in the kisser against Kansas City, who, by the way, is probably the number 1 ranked team in the NFL at 3-3. Think about that. 3-3. But Detroit got beat by Kansas City. And think about the 2 teams that beat Detroit, physically manhandled Detroit. Kansas City, Green Bay. Tampa Bay, they're the walking wounded, but Baker is still getting it done. Even though Mike Evans will probably play tomorrow night. Michael Koolman got Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with, since Detroit is coming off a loss and Tampa Bay is injured, but I think it will be a high-scoring game, and I think Detroit will win it late. I got Detroit in this game, barely defeating Tampa Bay. I got Detroit winning this game. Barely defeating Tampa Bay. Barely. Now we're going to go to another game that's going on this afternoon, later on this afternoon. You got the Indianapolis Colts, Indiana Jones. It's funny when you get out of a toxic situation that you can go ball out elsewhere. Shout out to Daniel Jones. Indiana Jones going up against the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, the Colts, who was in Los Angeles week before, had the game won against the Rams. And some mistakes plagued them. The Los Angeles Chargers beat up, bruised, injuries everywhere. But I think the Chargers are going to get this game somehow, some way. Can't count out Jim Harbaugh. And I know Daniel Jones been balling out, but Chargers defense is tough. Tough. Now, if Jonathan Taylor goes off, then maybe a different story. But I got the Chargers winning this game, and it will be close. It'll be close. It'll be something like 24-21. It'll be close, but I got the Chargers pulling it out. It'll probably be a late field goal, and they win late. But I got the Chargers pulling it out. Which brings me to the game we all have primary interest in. The Miami Dolphins versus the Cleveland Browns. The battle of the 1-5s. The battle of which coach is trying to stay alive. Between Mike McDaniel and Kevin Stefanski. And I'm going to be honest, if the Dolphins lose this game, Mike McDaniel might get fired. I'm going to be honest. Especially if they lose this game and they get housed by the Browns. Mike McDaniel might be done in Miami. And I'll say it like this. If the Browns lose this game and get housed, and you see plenty of those orange seats, what you see back there, Kevin's seat is going to get awfully hot too. Now, like I said, if the Browns lose these next two games, they lose this game today and they lose against New England next week, and Jimmy going to come down and be like, I want to see Shador, and Kevin going to balk and come out with every excuse why Dylan should be in there, especially if the offense is still sucking. I think that'll be the end of Stefanski's tenure too. But I think it's going to happen during the bye week with Stefanski. Coolman, my man Mikey says Miami will win. I don't know. Who really wants to win this game? To be honest, who really wants to win? Who really needs this game? Both teams really need this game. I'm going to say, and probably against my better judgment, I'm going to say that the Browns somehow figure it out and pull it out. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. But if Quinshon Judkins have like 25 to 35 carries and get 100-something plus yards in this game, because Miami defense sucks. Their defense is terrible. There's no excuse. Kevin, don't make this difficult. Run the fucking ball. Run the ball. Excuse my language. Run the ball, Kevin. Run the ball. Don't try to be fancy and pass and everything in 40-mile-an-hour winds and rain. But I think the Browns defense and special teams, hopefully they will play a complimentary football game today. And maybe against my better judgment, what's up, Mike? The Browns want the first pick in the draft. It ain't going to help. Not with these cast of characters in the front office and coaching staff. It ain't going to help. It ain't going to help because if I ain't going to be honest, if I was a quarterback and everything in college right now, if I was Dante Moore, if I was, who else? The Mendoza kid, I'd probably stay in school if Cleveland had the first pick in the draft. I'd be honest, I would stay in school. But I think the Browns are going to pull this game off. It's going to be ugly, but I think the Browns are going to pull this game off. And hopefully, don't pull defeat out of the jaws of victory. Hopefully, the Browns will pull this game off. And there you have it, the quick picks. The quick picks. I'm going against my better judgment with the Browns. I went against my better judgment with the Browns when they went to Baltimore and everything. But even though my karma with the Baltimore thing is, Baltimore has been a shit show since they had that weekend, Cleveland Browns weekend or whatever and stuff. But, hey, hopefully the Browns get this victory today and go to 2-5. And believe it or not, if the Browns win today, they're not that far away in the AFC North. Believe that. They're not that far away in the AFC North since Pittsburgh lost. The Browns will be like 2 games in back of Pittsburgh. 2 games in back, and we still got plenty of season left. But hopefully the Browns pull this game out today. Stay tuned after the game. After the game, about 30 to 45 minutes after the game, the AllAboutSports216 Cleveland Browns post-game show, as we'll talk about the game itself, the Browns versus the Miami Dolphins. And hopefully, we'll be talking about a Browns victory and everything. Hopefully. Gonna keep our fingers crossed. Come on, Cleveland. You at home. The weather is in your favor, even though Miami plays in the rain all the time. My man Mike said, you, my friend, are dreaming. Hey, dreams do come true, Mike. Dreams do come true. Hopefully this dream comes true. Because I'm tired of talking about a sucky franchise and losing every week. Just kills you. Just eats at your soul. But anyway, like I said, stay tuned for the Cleveland Browns post-game show about 30 to 45 minutes after the conclusion of the Cleveland Browns Miami Dolphins game this afternoon. Hopefully we'll be talking about a Browns victory, but I'll be on whether it's win, loss, or draw. Hopefully ain't no tie. Tie is even worse. But anyway, this your man Keith Allen for AllAboutSports216 Cleveland Browns pregame show. And I'm signing out. Everybody enjoy the game. Hopefully, we get a Browns win. That's his last comment. Mike says since 1999. You right about that, Mike. Since 1999. And this franchise has sucked. We ain't had a quarterback really. Well, honestly, he ain't had a quarterback really that really took the bull by the horn since Bernie Kosar and everything. Shout out to Bernie Kosar, who's dealing with some mad issues. Hope you pull through, partner, because I'm in this fight with you, Bernie, and everything. So hope you pull through. But this your man Keith Allen signing off for the Cleveland AllAboutSports216 Cleveland Browns pregame show. Enjoy the game and go Browns.
Go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down. We reppin' that dog pound. fans going crazy, dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game, this is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense, special team, running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
As I start my mission, leave my residence, set out to do a job for my peeps and represent. I'm calling out anybody who got the galls, the nuts to put it up and brawl for it all. Set the stage, I'm in a rage. Get ready for the ultimate fight of your life. Step into my cage. There won't be anybody out there that can save you with them whack ass rhymes. You ain't saying nothing new when you step inside the circle. There'll be no commercial. I came to bring the pain to you until I hurt you. There'll be lots of violence, blood without a murder. Assault on a wanna be me, the HUD. The doors locked as we begin to stare down. You're fearing all the thoughts of the words are run down. You can try to run, but I catch you like a hound. Cross-face your ass and make you tap out. I'ma rip you in half with my microphone stand. Then this battle that is present will become the past. Make you feel the wrath, nigga, quick and fast. Throw the body in some acid when we finish the test. We like a mob in this game cause we organize. The crimes we commit leave you traumatized. The answers to your question is don't ask why. You better recognize it's DC for life.
Once again, see Vegas, drop capers for papers, show skill, rock stages. My affiliation with the Dark Cloud Click got a nigga kicking 8 tight bars of the hottest shit. 216 niggas represent murder, whack MCs at they residence. Hollow man style, leave no evidence. As I spark quotes that whip those like Philly blunt smoke. Choke on this good shit, nigga, I'm no joke. So excuse me as I rape the track front to back, smack hardcore. Leave that track ass sore, cause when I strap on the mic, you can see the bleed. Because 2 crews enter and 1 crew leave.
2 crews enter, 1 crew leaves. Don't know what the fuck is hitting up our sleeves. 2 crews enter, 1 crew leaves. Don't know what the fuck is